Hello everybody, my name is Jaredini and welcome to 6 most disturbing forest encounters caught on camera by Chilling Scares. If you want to see more about Chilling Scares, look in the description for their channel and go watch my other videos. I thought, why don't we start some reactions? When was the last time I did a reaction video? Put it up on the screen right now. So, without further ado, let's watch the video.
Daniel O'Neill is a YouTuber from the UK with a channel called English Woodsman, where he's been uploading videos of his wild camping, stealth camping, and woodland camping trips in the UK for almost 10 years.
10 years?
Most of the channel...
I am above 10 years. So when I was 5, he was posting videos. That's crazy.
His videos feature Daniel reviewing camping gear for his viewers and showing footage of his adventures in the great outdoors. For the most part, they're pretty tame, but in August...
Yeah, I kind of like being in the forest, you know. I like going in there, exploring the stuff, and you know, it's really nice outside. I prefer it, but I like recording videos. It kind of distracts me. Recording and editing videos kind of distracts me from the whole thing, so I don't know.
In 2023, he uploaded a video of his camping trip in the woodlands close to his home, and the footage is pretty disturbing.
What?
The first part of the video pretty much just shows Daniel walking through the woods and talking to his subscribers, eating berries, and pointing out the sights on the way to the campsite. At several points along the way, he pauses to mention the footprints and garbage he sees lying on the trail.
Yeah, footprints and garbage is pretty normal, you know. You wouldn't, like, if you were going camping on a camping trip where people usually camp, then you're going to expect footprints or garbage.
Indicating other people had been there in the last few days.
Yup.
Someone's been here. There's a lot of rubbish around here.
Rubbish. Is this in Britain?
The state of this does get used, doesn't it?
Yeah.
After about a 20-minute walk, he sits down in a clearing where he plans to set up camp for the night and leans back on a tree to eat his noodles as he talks to the camera.
Alright.
It's not until around 25 minutes into the video that things start to get seriously disturbing for Daniel.
I'll be out Friday night, but I'm going away Saturday, so I've got a bit of a drive as well, so yeah. I didn't want to be tired, and it's going to throw it down Friday night as well. And rain camping is really good.
You gotta get out of there, bro. You gotta go. You gotta get out of there, bro. You gotta get out. Yo, get out of there. If I was in this situation, I would run straight away. No staying. Okay. What are you gonna do? Why are you just sitting there, bro? Get up. Is that a badger? Is that a badger? First of all, badgers are nocturnal. Second of all, they can't be that big to cause that, and it sounds like human footsteps. Silly little man. Get out of there, bro. Get out of... Don't say hello. Okay, it sounds like it's getting closer. I don't know.
Even though some pretty human-like footsteps can be heard right behind Daniel, as soon as he turns around to scan his environment, there's nobody in sight. What's most disturbing is that as soon as he turned around and yelled hello, the footsteps immediately stopped. For the next few minutes, he sits down and tries to regain his composure as he sips his coffee and eats his noodles.
Leave!
But things only continue to get even more creepy as the sun begins to set.
Why? What are you doing? Get out of there, bro. Get out. Yeah, you use that boiling pot of water, and you splash it on whatever's coming. It doesn't matter if he's friendly or bad. Because if he's bad, then you win. If he's friendly, you take his money.
There's that noise again now.
Noise, it's footsteps.
Hello.
Hold on, let me up the quality. I just realised it's not that good quality.
Hello?
Hello? I didn't see anything in like the corners.
You got a bit of that. There's nobody here.
Wait.
About 40 minutes
I
in.
thought I just heard someone. Yep, I just heard someone go, oi. Look.
You got a bit of that.
Let me hear. Yeah, someone just like yelled oi in the distance.
Nobody here.
About 40 minutes.
I don't know what that was. I know I heard that. I know I heard that. I have like the ears of a microphone.
It's into the video. The footstep noises can be heard again, and this time it sounds like they're getting closer to Daniel.
Okay, so by looking over there, there's like seemed to be like a clearing.
By this point, most
clearing
people would have
behind him.
hightailed it out of there with
A clearing behind him, and that's where the footsteps are happening. Maybe he's on like close to a ledge, and they're just walking like below it, like there. But who knows? If it's just footsteps, they might be friendly. It might be like, it might be Mr. Beast in the forest. I'll find 15 campers and give them £1 million or $1 million. That's what could happen. Never judge a book by its cover.
without any hesitation, but Daniel decides to sit back down to finish his dinner as he tries to calm his nerves for the
Idiot. Maybe you think it's Mr. Beast. I don't know.
second time. Amazingly, a few minutes later, it almost seems like he completely forgets about the
How could you forget? I'm about the boy. I do that.
footsteps and manages to think about less disturbing things, which is honestly pretty impressive.
It
But
is
as
impressive.
darkness sets in, the eerie footsteps...
Okay, so you're staying there till dark. Okay. Let's have a look at your situation. There is a potential bad guy somewhere around this forest, and you want to stay the night. Alright.
Again.
I'm going to be honest. I can't stay here now. I'm going to be a...
So you just made that discovery. So just now, right this instant, you have decided, wait, I can't be here. Can we get a round of applause for this guy? Smartest man on the earth here.
wimp. I don't care if people call me a wimp in the
No one's gonna call you wimp. No one will.
comments. But I can't stay here. I'm too unsettled. I'm nervous. I've done camping like this a load of times. I think I'm going to go find somewhere else to get this busy set up. But I'm leaving.
So, you are not going home. You're going to a different spot. I think that guy in the forest can, like, easily follow you in, like, 8 hours while you're asleep. Okay? So, just a quick theory. Just don't. Go home. Watch a movie. Watch the new Jurassic World movie. I watched it. It's pretty good. The dinosaur has so much aura. Let's have a look.
In this spot.
Understandably, after this third incident, Daniel decides to head somewhere else for the night to play it safe.
Play it safe. This is what I don't get. Why are you leaving, bro? Why are you leaving? Just go somewhere else, man. Just go somewhere else.
It's hard to know what exactly was making those sounds, but because they sounded very similar to human footsteps, it's possible that Daniel was being stalked by someone in the woods. This is obviously incredibly dangerous, as you can never really trust someone's intentions when you're in such a vulnerable position, all by yourself in unknown territory.
Yup.
It was either that or an animal walking through the grass, but because Daniel mentioned the grass was a little wet and wouldn't have made that dry sound if an animal stepped on it, this is pretty unlikely. Also, many people in the comments mentioned that no animal walks that uniform and steady. They stop, go, and change pace constantly. Either way, it's a good thing he decided to
That's right. That's exactly what animals do. I don't know. I'm just assuming.
leave, because who knows what could have happened to Daniel that night. One of the most annoying things to me is spam texts and phone calls. You would actually...
Yeah, the most annoying thing to me is when I'm trying to react to a video and then there's a sponsor in the middle. Right. I've screamed past the sponsor, so now we're back to watching.
The Rampant Range is part of a front range of the Rocky Mountains in Colorado, made up of almost entirely
beautiful
public land within the Pike National Forest. In the summer, you'll find lots of bikers enjoying the Rampant Range's elaborate trail system and exploring the great outdoors. For the most part, this part of
I would go motorbike riding, but I don't want to go motorbike riding. I would rather go. I would rather go go-karting. Nailed it.
Colorado is a paradise for anyone who enjoys spending time in nature. But over the past few years, there's been a pretty alarming trend on the rise, with random people setting up wires on trees at just about head height in an effort to seriously injure bikers on the...
Why would anyone want to do that, bro? Why? What I like the bikers. You can get the bikers on your road, but you don't have to, try and kill them. Let the bikers be. Let the bikers be, bro. People are crazy.
A trail. In 2019, a post describing this terrifying trend was uploaded to Facebook. And disturbingly, the uploader mentioned that one of his high school friends had lost his life as a result of running into a similar wire on a trail.
Ooh. Hey! If you're watching this video and you've tied a wire around a tree to get the bikers, you're all for it, mate. You're all for it.
Immediately, people jumped into the comments to point out how incredibly messed up it would be to do something like this, and how this kind of evil needs to be categorized as attempted murder if the suspects are ever caught.
Yup.
A couple of years before that post was made, in 2017, two motorbike riders uploaded a video to YouTube of their encounter with a similar wire, and...
Angry man tries to kill dirt bikers. Still cable trap 2018. Wow. Why would anyone want to do that to the poor bikers? Come on, man.
Happened to them.
Better give me a reason.
It was a very close call.
Whoa. Good thing that wire was so thick. You would have never seen it. Okay, that's very loose around the tree, so I don't think that would have done much. But who knows?
When these wires are set up off-trail, it can be hard to tell whether they were placed there out of malice or if a random camper or farmer placed the wires there to...
Camper or farmer? In the middle of a trail.
Hang up clothes or something similar.
No.
But in cases like these where the wires are specifically placed on the trail, there's really only one reason people would do that, and that's to bring serious harm to bikers for some reason. Possibly they're annoyed with the constant loud sound of the bikes near their property or something else.
There's no... I don't think there's a house nearby. If there's a house nearby in these forests, then you're definitely some sort of killer. With or without putting a string on the trees.
But hopefully more measures can be taken in the future to prevent more people from getting hurt, especially because it's not uncommon to hear about motorbikers and snowmobilers losing their lives over this kind of stuff.
Wow. That's messed up. Hey.
Game.
Evie, go away. I am not ready for it.
This audio was uploaded to YouTube by a user named ForestFire number 21. He recorded it around 2 a.m. in December 2014. The uploader lives in a forest, and he mentioned that the noises in the audio were coming from deep in the woods behind his house.
Right. Not actual images, original footage featured only a black screen. Got it. So good, just close your eyes. I hear screaming. Oh, the subtitles. This is in the forest. Well, you better find that daddy then. If I were you, I would get that daddy. This is sending shivers down from my head to my balls. Shivering balls. And it's summer as well. If you shivering means it makes you cold. If you are in the heat right now, if you're in the heat right now, watch a scary video. It gave you shivers, and then you will become cool. What am I even talking about anymore, man?
It's hard to make out what the child is yelling, but after listening closely, several users jumped in the comments to point out that you can also hear an adult voice yelling, "Where are you?" In addition to the young female voice making most of the noise, this quieter, more subtle...
This for sure is not a fox. Then you have never heard one. This is a kid chant for daddy. If you can even hear an adult responding to the screams if you turn up the volume at 0.09. You can hear the adult say, "Where are you?" And the kid say, "I'm here. I really hope you called the cops." Yep, I really hope you called the cops.
Male voice that can also be heard in the audio only makes the whole incident that much more disturbing.
Wow.
Near the end of the video, the uploader mentions that after that night, he checked the news every day to see if he could find some explanation for the screams, but he never did. The fact that the screaming was captured at around 2 a.m.
Sorry for yawning all the time.
in the freezing cold weather and in the middle of the woods indicates that the uploader could have genuinely recorded something pretty sinister taking place that night. It's hard to tell why the uploader would record and upload the audio instead of immediately calling the police after hearing a female voice in such obvious distress. But at this point,
I don't know. I don't know if we're being completely honest here. Should I turn on my ring light? I think I should turn on my ring light. Hold on a second. If it's me, oh you know. Alright, me with the ring light. Also, I got a haircut today. How's the haircut looking? Looking pretty good. Let's go back to the scary.
there's not much that can be done about it. And who knows, maybe the uploader did call the police. There wasn't much context given in the video's description. We can only hope that whatever problem happened that night was eventually solved, but based on the shrillness of the screams and the strangeness of the whole situation, we probably won't ever be able to know for sure.
Right. Alright.
Lisa is a life coach and YouTuber who often uploads
I sleep 5 decades. Trauma and hitting rock bottom woke me. I'm grateful because it's... Okay.
videos of what it's like living in her van and traveling the country on her own. One afternoon in 2022, Lisa had parked her van on the side of the road and left the side door of her van open while she cooked her dinner inside, when suddenly a sketchy-looking guy approached her, poked his head in her van without her permission, and started asking her some pretty bizarre questions in French, a language
French? Ugh. I hate the French!
Lisa doesn't speak. When she mentioned she didn't understand what he was saying, he pulled out a translator app to try to communicate with her, which...
He's just probably asking for directions, bro. He's from France, so they don't know manners. They eat slugs and stuff. Dirty little Bonjorians.
Obviously made her pretty uncomfortable, especially since she wasn't interested in talking to him in the first place after he invaded her personal space. After watching the guy struggle to use Google Translate for a few minutes, Lisa decided she'd had enough and shut the side door in his face, also closing the curtain to make sure the guy got the hint. Strangely, for over half an hour...
Yeah, this is why I don't go to France. I don't know if this is in France, probably not. But, France... Bad place. Bad place.
The guy then stood outside in the rain and tinkered with the translator app to try to communicate with Lisa, even after she made it more than obvious that she wanted nothing to do with him.
What'd he say? Leave her alone. Wait, is he trying to hide? He's trying to hide and go around.
Frank, he just moved even closer so that I can't move out and so that I can't go forward.
Whoa. Hey, you gotta get out the car and go. Give him some of that. Because that is not it. Period. You ain't gonna hit that, bro. Yep, shut up.
Please leave.
Yep.
Please leave.
Please leave.
Sketchy person. Please leave.
Yeah, you sketchy French boy, get away. Bonjour. Did he say bonjour? You must know bonjour, right? Right? You know bonjour.
With a very shady demeanor, the man snuck into the bushes and pretty much just stalked Lisa from a distance.
Oh
as if he
yes,
thought she
I
couldn't see
saw.
him. As the sun began to set, Lisa kept an eye on the guy outside to make sure he didn't try to get close to her again.
People are weirdos. Hey, to all those weirdos out there, why can't you just be normal, huh? Why can't you just be like normal? Just be a normal person. Be born, grow up, make friends, get a wife, get a job. Why'd I say that? Get a job, get a wife, kids, job. Make your kids grow up, and then when those kids grow up, you get grandkids, and then you live with your wife until one of you dies or both of you die, and then boom, that's your life done. But no, some of these people are crazy, and they try and do some of this. Could never be me.
But the man
I'm gonna regret saying it, aren't I? No, I will never ever do something bad like that. Ever. Ever. Ever.
just kept on bringing his car closer to her van and blocking her exit in different ways for more than half an hour.
Half an hour? Nah, you gotta punch him. You gotta, when he gets out the car next, and you run him over and then leave. I just ran the car at this point, man. Throw a brick. You're cooking something, throw a pot or pan out there. I know it's raining and stuff, but like throw a pan at his windshield or something. This guy is definitely some sort of creep.
It's really starting to freak me out.
Just now? Alright.
It's been like a half an hour and he just keeps on moving his vehicle so he can see in my van here.
Well.
Anyways, it's 7 o'clock, 7 p.m.
7 p.m.? You gotta get home. Wait. She lives in the caravan. Forgot.
Fortunately, just as darkness had begun to set in, a family in an RV pulled up right behind Lisa and spent the night in the same parking lot as her, which comforted her enough to stay there the entire evening. Disturbingly, the guy left soon after the other family arrived, but came back about 3 hours later in the dead of night to check if Lisa was still there. When he saw the other family in the RV was also still in the parking lot, he left and didn't come back. The next morning, Lisa left early and never saw the guy again. It's hard to tell what the guy's exact intentions were.
I can tell you right now he was being dangerous because he's French. He was gonna do something bad.
But based on his overall sketchy demeanor and questionable behavior, they couldn't have been anything good.
Yep.
The one thing we can be sure about is that it's a good thing the other family in the RV arrived at the parking lot when they did. Otherwise, who knows what the man would have done to Lisa.
Ew. Oh, wow, yeah. Yep, stay safe out there, broskies.
War Thunder, the military.
I am not playing War Thunder, bro.
Experience the MiG-23M fight.
In May 2014, an Imager user uploaded a blog post where he talked about the time he went to visit a friend in northern Germany. According to the uploader, his friend told him about these pipes that he had found in the woods near his house that stuck.
Oh, wow. Those are the things from the Teletubbies. Right? I don't know.
Stuck up out of the ground like periscopes. Apparently, his friend and his siblings played near the pipes as kids and knew that there were bunkers hidden below them, but their parents never allowed them to get near them out of concern for their safety. During the visit narrated in the blog post, the uploader and his friend decided to check out the pipes
Germany?
and finally go down into the bunkers that they never had permission to explore when they were younger.
Wait,
and they found some pretty disturbing stuff. A few hundred feet
Whoa,
away from the trees,
wire?
they found the entrance to the bunker covered with a loosely placed piece of wood that they easily removed with a crowbar.
Okay.
Once inside, all they could see...
So, right. You have made the conscious decision to go down there. Not gonna lie, I would too. But with like 10, 15 people. Not like me and my mate. Just 15 people. At least. Max? The world's population.
Were these long, seemingly endless, hospital-like hallways that extended for thousands of feet under the woods. As they ventured...
Thousands? Thousands of feet? Yo! Thousands of feet, that's so long. That's like at least to the moon and back, right? That's a lot of feet.
Further and further into the maze of tunnels, they found graffiti on some of the walls, indicating they weren't the first people to get the idea to explore the underground bunkers. To the explorers' horror, one of the walls deep inside the tunnels had the word "help" in German graffitied all over it. It's possible that it was just sprayed on there by another group of teens trying to be funny, but the eerie nature of the bunker, coupled with the general state of disarray, really makes you wonder if something more sinister took place down there at some point.
It probably
possibly
did.
even written by German soldiers in the later parts of World War II. As they traveled deeper into the bunker, they found some more disturbing graffiti, with one of the eeriest messages reading, "Hello Satan, I love you." Obviously, that's not the kind of message you want to see in a tunnel system like this.
Yeah, that's no
but
good.
The two friends decided to keep on exploring anyway.
Okay, this is like something straight out of... Put a game up. I can't make a reference right now. But it's one of those three.
Several hours down in the bunker, they ended up finding tons of more twisting, winding hallways.
Oh, yeah, wait. It's coming to me now. Wait. Yup. This reminds me of... What does it remind me of? Nothing.
Rooms with old machines and dark, narrow corridors that reach dead ends, but nothing more disturbing than the graffiti they had found a few hours earlier.
Wow, look at that
rust. Managed to make it out of there safely.
That's at least 100 years old.
Yeah, and didn't go back there again.
Yeah, I'll never go back.
In the summer of 2016, reports started surfacing that people were finding dangerous booby traps along a very well-known hiking trail in the High Mountain Park Preserve in Wayne, New Jersey.
Yeah, why can't people just be normal, man? Just be normal. Not even like, be weird, like sort of strange. Just like, live your life. Live your life, whoa, whoa. You know that song? I have this ointment, right? I use it for the scar on my nose. Little Jaredini fact.
As per the police reports, the traps mostly consisted of boards with nails sticking out of them, barbed...
So someone has taken the time out of their day to chop down a tree, make a little slab, hammer some nails through it, and set it down on the path. Wow. That's messed up.
Wire, broken bottles placed along the trails behind or near rocks or logs, and other treacherous materials.
Oh.
As more and more complaints started coming in, police warned people to keep an eye out for the traps and even organized cleanup efforts to keep hikers safe during their treks.
I'm never going to go hiking there, or hiking ever, because one thing's for sure, I am not going to go hiking anytime soon.
Disturbing is that these traps were clearly placed there to hurt people, as there's really no other reason to put nails and barbed wire on the ground in the middle of such a popular hiking trail. The fact that someone would take the time to get out on the trail...
That's what I'm saying!
Build a booby trap in such detail and place it there with the intention to do harm to other people and their pets is honestly pretty messed up.
And the pets. Forgot about the pets. You hurt the doggies. And I hurt you.
It didn't take the cops too long to make an educated guess as to who was behind the whole thing. Although they never...
He was behind it. Jeffrey.
Found the individual suspects responsible for placing the traps on the trail, the sheriff's department determined that the traps had probably something to do with the feud between hikers and bikers who had been fighting over use of the trail for decades.
What? I never knew there was an entire war between people who walk and people who ride bikes. That's crazy. Is there gonna be like a movie called Bike Wars and it's like Star Wars? And then like the Sith are going to be the bikes because the bikes are evil. I hate cyclists.
According to many nearby residents, it's common for bikers on the trail to speed past the hikers without ringing their bells or announcing their presence, which is...
Oh, that's just mean. That's just rude, innit? That's just odd. So people just gotta have like... mirrors protruding out of their pectorals and pointed like that so that they can see, oh, there's a bike to my left, a bike to my right. We should have that. We should have mirrors coming out the pectorals and having a look. People ain't as smart as me.
There's several injuries and rising tensions between the two groups over the years.
Right.
Still, it's hard to imagine that someone would take the issue to the point of trying to harm an entire group of people so maliciously with such...
Yeah, no, I don't think it's because of the feud, right? Because this is gonna hurt both bikers and people. So it's either that it's a mixture of the two, or someone's trying to kill them all.
Brutal methods. Fortunately, no one was hurt as a result of the traps, but the suspects responsible were never found.
That's where you gotta set up cameras. That's where you gotta set up cameras, bro. Alright. That was 6 most disturbing forest encounters caught on camera. Those are pretty spooky. Those are pretty scary. If those scared you, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment down below which one scared you the most. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, share the family, share the wife, share the kids, share everything that you know, and I'll see you in the next 2 days. Goodbye.